Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so let's get cracking on our Monday session. Yeah, let's make ourselves comfortable first. If you've been standing for a long time and you want to stand up and shake your legs, do that. If not, give yourself a stretch, for instance. What I suggest is closing your eyes and really enjoy this stretching moment and using it already as a way to anchor yourself into your body, center yourself in your body by feeling it. And then let's bring our attention, our awareness onto the weight of our body where we are sitting. Just noticing the points of contact between ourselves and our seat everywhere that we're touching, just noticing those points of contact. Also, if your hands are lying on your thigh, just noticing the points of contact between your hands and wherever they are landing. And then bring your awareness further down into your feet. And there, just notice the weight of your feet on the ground. Noticing the points of contact between your feet and the floor. And then setting a brief intention to anchor yourself, to ground yourself into the earth. And then let's bring our attention and awareness back into the area of our chest. So all the way from our feet, all the way back up into the chest and in the middle of the chest into the heart. And here, let's just tune in a little bit more acutely to either the sounds or the sensations of our hearts beating in our chest. Maybe somehow you can feel your heart beating. Maybe sometimes we can nearly hear the inner sounds of our own bodies. So maybe in a weird way, you can also hear your heart beating in your chest. And then let's just imagine or visualize as if our breath is flowing in and out directly through the heart. And then let's just breathe a little bit slower and deeper than we usually do. And here just finding a rhythm for our breathing that is comfortable and steady. So find a rhythm that is slow enough and deep enough that it relaxes you, but also comfortable and as steady, as regular, as balanced as you can. And we'll just breathe like this for a minute or two together, and I'll let you know when we're ready for the next step. Okay, a few more cycles of deep breathing. And as much as you can, try to keep a steady, comfortable rhythm for your breath as I'm asking you to ponder on a few questions. And first, very simply, I'm just going to invite you to remind yourself of what is your vision for your future, the vision that you know you want for your future. So maybe you're very clear on your life vision altogether. But if not, you might be clearer on some goals that are a little bit closer to you, a little bit more short term. So in any case, just remind yourself of the general direction that you're aiming for in your life, in your future. Okay. And now we're gonna compare the vision that we have for our future with where we're at right now. So is the trajectory that we are effectively on already aligned or not with the direction that we want to have ideally? And to do that, I'm going to invite you first to have a little review of the events of the week that has just passed. So just reviewing how last week worked for you. And we're going to do that by just reviewing without judgment everything that worked well, everything that you enjoy, that you would want to keep, nurture, maintain in your life, everything that you basically want more of, that is already working well, that worked well last week, but also everything that didn't seem to have worked as well as you hoped for. And for those, just consider those things that maybe you would want less of moving forward, the things that you'd rather change or course correct or let go of. So allow yourself to remember the events from last week and considering different areas of your life. It doesn't have to be only work or only your personal life. It can be a little bit of everything. Just allow the memories to come up, the information to review, to get to your awareness, and just notice the things that you want more of, the things that you want less of. Maybe notice as well how you conducted yourself, how you felt, your ways of being. Just notice as you're reviewing last week how it unfolded and how you participated into the week. We'll do this for a few minutes, so take your time. Everything that worked well, everything that didn't work as well as you wanted. Notice the events and notice how you felt. And for all the things that are working well, also notice, is it the outcome, the result that you're satisfied with? But is it also the journey or the process that led you there that has also worked well for you? Just notice in case it's not always how that happens. Sometimes we get the results, but the journey to the results didn't feel very aligned or in the flow. And sometimes it's the opposite, so notice that too. Maybe a result, an outcome was not to your liking, but maybe the journey to get there was very much in the flow or satisfying. So maybe just be careful not to discard some things that did work well just because the end goal, the end outcome didn't come to fruition like you wanted. Okay, one more minute of reviewing. Okay, so let's wrap up this contemplation for the week that has just passed. And now let's ask ourselves if a version of the week was to repeat itself this week and again, moving forward, the same week repeating itself into the future, Do you have a sense that it's already bringing you closer to your goal? Is it already aligned, pointing into the right direction? Or is it somewhat off track? Just get a sense, noticing maybe some aspects of the week are very much aligned, but some others not. And that's okay. As now we're gonna bring all of our attention and intentions into course correcting and creating a version of the week that is starting today so that it would be perfectly aligned with the vision that you have for your future. So now, just being highly aware of what did or didn't work last week. Now we're gonna craft, imagine, generate a version of this week that has the best possible scenarios, the best possible outcomes, but also outcomes that are generated in the best possible ways possible, in the best, the most supportive and joyful processes and journeys. So let's make a vision for the week starting today, working as well as possibly can be. And to do that, I'm going to invite you to first imagine yourself being at your best, feeling the best, being efficient, productive, but being efficient and productive from a place of joy, motivation, excitement, generosity, a place where it's easy to make decisions, it's exciting to take action, a place where you feel in your flow. So just take a moment to imagine yourself in that energy. And when you're in that energy, now let's invite your imagination to help you envision everything that can possibly happen now this week as a result of you being in such a good place. So when your inner self feels in the flow, what does it create in the world? So what are you creating? What do you make happen in your work life, in your personal life, with your loved ones? And so allow yourself zero limits for your imagination and just have fun. What are you creating? What does the week look like? All the things, all the ideas that you have, the decisions that you make, the connections that you're enjoying with other people. And as you imagine everything that you're creating in such a flow, just notice and imagine the impact that you're having in the world around you and how the world gives back to you. So I invite you to also imagine that everything that is not in your direct control somehow seems to also work perfectly well for you as a result of your energy. So after the things that you make happen yourself, just imagine in how many ways your energy seems to give back to you through other people, through other opportunities, through synchronicities. Maybe people are opening up to you in different ways. Decisions are being made not by you, but that end up being beneficial for you and everyone else involved. You also end up on the receiving end of beautiful opportunities. Again, allow your imagination to roam free. Nothing is off limit. Dream big. And now also allow your imagination to play with the unexpected. What if totally unexpected possibilities and opportunities were to enter your awareness, your experience, seemingly out of the blue? What could that be? Again, allow yourself to play with your imagination. What could possibly enter your life out of the blue? Again, what does the week look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? With this amazing flow, this amazing energy that is generated thanks to you, and that also comes back into your life in many different ways. So one more minute of imagining and visualizing. And as you keep imagining, slowly, I'm going to encourage you to start noticing how this beautiful vision is making you feel. Start to bring your awareness gently on your sensations, feelings, emotions, as you're still imagining the best possible version of the week. And now we're going to start to grow these sensations as if you have just planted some seeds for a certain energy. And now we are gonna water that seed and make it grow. So I'm gonna invite you to now just imagine or visualize as if these sensations that you're feeling now, as a result of imagining yourself in this best possible version of the week, I'm going to invite you to imagine that these sensations are flowing in and out through your heart with each of your breaths. So let's just imagine, visualize that on each inhale, somehow these sensations feel like they're entering your body through your heart and nurturing every part of your body. On each inhale, just feel the sensations from your heart entering your body, flooding your body, filling up your tank. Every time you breathe in, you're feeling those sensations with more intensity inside yourself, inside your body. And so now, I'm going to invite you to also bring your awareness on your exhale. And every time you exhale, just notice how you're also oozing out these sensations out into the space around you and in front of you. Every time you breathe out, just imagine or visualize as if through your heart, these sensations are now radiating out into the space around you and in front of you. As if this is some warm energy flowing out from your heart into the space. And just notice with each cycle of breath, when you breathe in, you feel it even more inside yourself. And when you breathe out, it radiates out even further in the space in front of you and and around you. And so with each cycle of breath, it becomes stronger and stronger, both on the inhale, where you feel it inside of yourself, and on the exhale, when you're noticing it's flowing, radiating, oozing out from yourself further and wider and stronger. And now it comes a point where this has become so strong, as if you're completely full to the brim with these sensations, feelings, emotions, and they're flowing out from your heart with such intensity that they are now transforming your heart like a laser projector. You're projecting out this beam from your heart into the space in front of you with such intensity that it is literally carving out a portal right in front of you, a portal in space and time, a portal that opens up to a new version of the week that we are starting today, a portal into a new timeline, a timeline where you have access to all those possibilities that you've imagined just earlier, a portal to a new reality where you have access to all of the possibilities that will support your vision. So in a moment, we are gonna actually cross over into that portal. So I'm just gonna invite you to imagine in your mind's eyes that now you're standing up and taking a few steps, moving towards the portal, and slowly taking a step through the portal and then another step, and just noticing that as you're just walking through the portal has now closed behind you, and all that is that new version of reality opening up in front of you. So now, I'm going to invite you to take a few deep breaths, taking in this new reality into yourself. The old timeline is now gone. It has dissolved behind you. All that is now is this new path, this new timeline, this new reality that is fully supportive of you. This new reality that contains all the possibilities now made available to you. So taking some deep breath again, deep slow breath, I invite you to to feel that connection with this new space, this new time, these new possibilities. And to make yourself fully present and to anchor this new reality into your own mind and psyche and body, we'll just use a very simple anchor, simple and powerful, an anchor, a physical anchor that you'll be able to reuse at any time that you need throughout the week to remind yourself of that new timeline you're in. And so for that, I'm going to invite you now to bring your thumb and index finger on the right hand and gently press your fingers together, just feeling these sensations of touch between your fingers. And now, doing the exact same with the left hand, bringing your thumb and index finger together and noticing the sensations of touch. And now bringing your awareness onto both points of contacts on both hands at the same time. Splitting your awareness, your focus in equal parts between the right hand and the left hand. And finding that point of perfect equilibrium between the right side and the left side. Finding the point of balance, the exact same pressure in both hands, but also the exact same amount of mental energy in both sides, so that your mind is forced to be fully present in this moment of perfect equilibrium. Now your mind is forced to be 100% present, accepting this new reality as your new timeline. And this will be now your anchor, your reminder. Every time you will be touching your fingers on your left and right hand together, this will be your reminder of this state of full presence and connectivity with this version of your life. This version where you are connected with all of this new set of possibilities. So now, just taking a few more deep breaths, releasing your anchor whenever you feel ready. Allowing yourself a few more moments, enjoying being present in this new reality. Breathing it in and out again. And now slowly but surely we're gonna bring ourselves back in the here and now, knowing that this is a new here and now. And to do that, let's just rub our hands together until they're warm. Bring them at the top of our heads. And here we're going to touch our body as if we are reminding ourselves of the boundaries of our own physical body, starting with the head, going down our face, neck, shoulders, and arms. And again, touching the front of our body from the shoulders down, chest, abdomen, and then the sides of our body, our rib cage down to our thighs, and our backs as much as we can possibly reach from the back all the way down. And then from our thighs, our knees, our legs, all the way down to the feet if we can touch our feet. And if not, it's okay. Let's just press our feet into the ground again. Pressing the feet on the ground, noticing again the point of contact between our feet and the floor. And again, grounding ourselves, grounding our energy with the earth. And even giving a few thoughts of gratitude to the earth for allowing our whole human experience into this plane of existence. And once you've done all of that, congratulations for another completed intention activation session. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And all that's left to do is enjoying the week. And I shall see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.